This is day 727 of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. If it's a coming share or more of the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi, please call me directly. We very greatly appreciate it. Today we're doing some tough noon. See base through ches. So base. So mekabel any Yehudi kir chametz chol shavua bad bribus. The Jew collects as interest on a loan, one loaf of bread every week. Shkein oim b'shas haba. Because Kedushin may have a loan. Kitzad yaseh b'shavua shel Pesach. B'shulim b'ika Pesach. Hamel come Pesach. Should say before Pesach. Shavua shel Pesach. Yitain lo kemach hamos. The week of Pesach, give him either flour or money. Kem shima kach. Since that was Kedushin made with him. Happy shenosim lachar Pesach yer chametz. Even though after Pesach gives him actually a loaf of chametz bread. It's in lieu of the flour and the money as that's permitted. The Evid, even if he didn't say that to him, but after Pesach brought him, Pesach, a loaf for the world, Pesach mutar, it's permissible. But he saw Pesach, he didn't own it during Pesach. The Yeshua Omer, those say, should tzarich dafka tonight. You specifically need to specify this. Lo tonight also, and if not, it's also that's a task. Avlein lachmir kol kach minyan zeh. But Arukh HaShulchan says don't be so machmir in this. The kol yisem mechamet shel Pesach ein mishum knas. O prohibition of chamet shel Pesach is only a fine, a penalty. Chen adim mishkona chok ma misholsim shenoslim lohem chametz. I don't know what this is. Chok ma misholsim. As to some sort of employee or servant who gets paid in chametz. The mutzah al Pesach mashchas and Pesach have to take after Pesach what they're lacking on Pesach. The bezoshah knas kal kanban. There's no penalty relevant here. Kemakasa ben Rabbi Yosef Steve Gimli Sov and Yehudi Sheshem Tano b'shutfus. A Jew or non-Jew have an oven in partnership. Or Malay Yehudi Kurma Pesach. You could say the non-Jew for Pesach. To'ata shel Pesach. You take the whatever income there is of Pesach. And I'll take afterwards. That's kind of shana. Vav got the Shabbos lo money kai gav. Even though for Shabbos it does not work. As they stipulated this before they made the partnership. Hey, to us them there came and since each one of them has to be there every day. Can have a Shabbos. So you're benefiting. You're saying the other day is like Shkar Shabbos because they're getting it because they work on for work which you would have. Well, it explains. Rishon, since he's baking on Sunday, you to be on Shabbos. Non-Jews will baking on Shabbos, so you're getting a reward for that. But it has nothing to do with baking. Bake in the oven matzah too. Don't say on Pesach you bake chametz. Pesach chametz and I'll bake chametz after Pesach. I got to also that don't need to be forbidden. Almost time he says to him just generically. I told the official will say. You bake this week, I'll bake another week. Therefore, it's definitely forbidden to say to him, as many loaves as you bake on Pesach, I'm going to bake afterwards that same amount. It says it's Makor Chaim. This is Arukh HaShulchan seems to be the reason why they were matching this. They only have difficulty distinguishing between Shabbos and Pesach, but the Arukh HaShulchan chiluk seems to be a simple one. That here there's no concept of the schar getting hana from chametz if you actually are not stipulating that he baked the chametz for you on Pesach. Shabbos Pesach also Shabbos through Pesach. This works for the chametz issue, but doesn't work for the like a Shabbos issue. So therefore, the also do is kmo el simrishim made. Issue so gama arba yom sheyontif kmo Shabbos. So I forbid also this arrangement for the 4 days of yontif. Then okay, not true. The yontif mutar b'chol nefesh allowed to bake on yontif. He showed her bad also one of us. B'shlam yontif. Granted, he's baking for people for whom we would not be allowed to bake on yontif. Become kama eno melo shofeh b'shlam. But you're not telling to bake for them. Yochavos is your motorim. I can bake for people for whom it's mutter to bake. But it's like when you want in terms of chametz, maybe a sif. that it's not, since you're not telling him to do chametz for you, that's okay. He says in the brackets, "Udina gam b'chok Yaakov zikot now these kilos that chok Yaakov reads. Yeshua those say gam b'dina chametz and so gam b'menu chelko b'dam yikonim haPesach." Those that say however that by even by din of chametz, the Yisrael has to receive his portion in money before Pesach, so it's nothing to do with what happens on Pesach itself. It's on Pesach, after Pesach, it has to do Pesach. Before Pesach, there's no penalty involved. Pesach hasn't occurred yet. And it's a mukhar, but that's not compelling. Mishnah writes that the Achronim agree that it's appropriate to do as follows: that the usually sells a non-Jew the oven for the week of Pesach that should be completely in his jurisdiction, and stipulate a price for that, and take the price before Pesach. And there's no prohibition. And then there's no prohibition for Shabbos and Yontif anyway. In other words, you don't need to concern with Shabbos and Yontif because it's Bav law. You sold them for the whole time, including Shabbos and Yontif, without specifying. So that would be the more machmir position. Hey, Kasav Steve Dowd. You saw Shelo Tanur Vafil Avubah Edim Yudim Chans of Pesach. A Jew in an oven. Non-Jews bake chametz in Pesach. Vafil Mos also Kabbalah. You can't receive even money for your compensation. Haven't seen that loaves of bread. The Avalei Mistaka B'Soy you're deriving benefit from the same with the Osman. Kiba Kvar Mos Mutzah and Osman. If you're already accepting the money after the fact, you can benefit from them. Hakam Shalom. Equal. In other words, because I was saying they brought him loaves after Pesach, Osman and Osman is not allowed to benefit from them. Shari Zocha Ben Pesach Schar Tanur. You acquire them on Pesach as reward for the use of his oven. And therefore, since it was his in essence on Pesach, it's the Chametz of Pesach of Yisrael. I feel like a little most, but even if they brought money, God is also they also also not Mishum Mistaka B'Yisrael, not because they're making money off Chametz is also by no. It's not like a hub and heaven partnership. Okay, I know from Pesach. The Shul Pesach is the Yudi. The week of Pesach belongs to non-Jew. He's taking another week corresponding that week. It's okay, as we said, because it's not time to bake chametz. But here it's completely his. Chametz, and you can bake chametz in it. Actually take the wages of chametz. You stack here and get a profit. It's saying which is also but he did accept the money as mutter after the fact. Because chametz does not make the money pay for it, or money given in lieu of it, hekdesh or shvius, like other pay or shvita would do, etc. So even the person who makes the exchange for him, it's also because that's when you are actually exchanging chametz for money. Not in this case was getting money in lieu of chametz. Here we go on the Taz. He says the Taz question is not difficult based on what he wrote. Okay, the Mishnah says all this is when he already received the money. But if you gave him from when he gave money, he gave him from the loaves which he baked in the oven. Now, do I benefit from them? It seems to be simple. I'm not sure what we're missing here. Sharatzion says that if it was he was aware that they were giving money in lieu of chametz, that's not so partial. It's only if it's done without his idea, without his awareness. It's difficult to say. Rosh Hashanah certainly doesn't hold that way. Vav, Kasav Atur. The Tur writes, the mutter laskir, allowed to rent out tanuri oven later Yehudi to a non-Jew. Amanas levels bo matzah that on Krishna by big matzah. And then even if you could bake chametz and zokaklo, it's not a concern. So you can take the fees. I've got the Yainesa, okay, even though by Yainesa, which also you can't do that. If you went out to him to another malacha basim of Yainesa, and he used it for Yain Nesach, so also you're not allowed to take the price of the rental. Much because of your desi ben kufl and gimel. Hasam, that's it. Even though you also malacha, then if you went to malacha, lo you know to klum. If the non-Jew didn't do malacha, the Jew couldn't get anything. You should note them though to schai yain nesach. He takes wages of yain nesach. But there's a difference where it's an oven and it's for even if it's a day or week. Even doesn't use it all, since he rent out the oven, not the work, but the oven, so therefore he has to pay. So therefore, what do we care? They pay chametz. As long as you stipulate matzah. So then that's the case. If you said, I'm only going to charge you per baking run, you're doing baking runs, you have to pay, then that's awesome. Mishnah Berurah writes that the word machmir was somebody who gets benefit from Yisuri Anoah if it's in something which is not the actual prohibited substance and not its exchange, only money which came by causation. By Yain Nesach also they shouldn't be machmir. Because Chumrah Avodah Zarah, so they're machmir by Yain Nesach. Here, of course, goes by causation. And now Arukh HaShulchan elaborates. You can't ask. My money tonight. What does the condition work on? It's Sadeh Shabbat over Chametz. We know it's going to be Chametz there. Kamo Leo Simuration Vav. Lomai tonight. Let's give some Nashim Shabbos. And it's similar to that. You can't make a condition to rent out your horse on the condition that the guy won't work on Shabbos. Because we know clear to us that he's definitely not going to rest. Kenochinami Kenu. It should be the same thing. Yesh Bishuk Shvit. Taz asks this question. There's no comparison. There, you're required to have your animal desist from labor on Shabbos. But came and showed there, you'll do a low tishbos, so it's not arrest, also it's forbidden. Here, as opposed to your animal now required to have your oven stop making chametz. You can't get benefit from the chametz. Since you rent them your oven, lo b'shel chametz, not for the chametz, stam just generically. Not taking reward wages of chametz. Yaakov says, especially the time explicitly don't bake chametz in it. So even if it does bake it, it's not your problem. If we rent out a house for non-Jew Pesach over Erev Pesach. Also, you can't rent out explicitly that you should put pre-chametz in. And Maskiros time, we just rent out generically. Then brings chametz in. We don't care. You're not getting reward for the chametz. You're not getting the rent for the chametz. That's also, but rent for the apartment. But before Pesach, before Rush, you're allowed to rent out, even though it mentions explicitly that they're going to put chametz there. He's not to put the chametz in Pesach. He's getting paid for that which the chametz goes in before Pesach. Because it says no, even 30 days before Pesach, you shouldn't allow to put chametz in. You say this is obvious. Also Pesach, the Jew has to watch. That's the chametz. Chametz on Pesach, it's also even the chametz belongs to non-Jew. The Nehidim Mutar also, okay, so I have to see it. You can't see your own chametz, you can see the chametz of non-Jews. Shomer also, but to watch it is also even to watch for nothing. Because then you want the chametz to exist. You want it to exist also because you're not, and there's also anything from which is also but not come over Yain Nesach, just like Yain Nesach when you're there. So brackets that's from Arukh HaShulchan. He says the brackets you chodesh mari erich chametz ain't iser wrote to b'kumai and sham. Because let's say there is no prohibition of wanting it to exist, and v'unega Torah poskim that goes against the poskim will say otherwise. Ches also talking those comments in Pesach b'shul ein Yehudi. You can't buy comments in Pesach for non-Jew. I think most of shein Yehudi with his money. Yesh b'sheish b'shloshi surim, 3 prohibitions. show Tzemki Mushchametz wants the chametz to exist. But also Mushchametz that's forbidden. But Shavim Lachom how you might come to eat it. But then Shluz and Yehudi, there's no agency for a non-Jew, at least in religious areas like this, and therefore you're really buying for yourself in there. It's the Atzmo Kono, go for himself. Biolach says some people argue, but okay. That's what whatever. Chenos the Saibin and Chametz is not allowed to lend assistance to Chametz. Only don't go Chametz Shaniyus, such as to put load up in a wagon the Chametz of non-Jew. Shayin or Yudi Maxwell Oktober, because then the non-Jew is grateful to him. So it's Kischan, that's like getting paid. So he's talking about not getting rewarded, paid for the same us by no. I feel shlo b'fanav, and even if he's not around, they can't go time and he won't know to be grateful to you. Near the it seems that it's nonetheless. The Zel cross Kuma. Besides that, he also wants it to exist. At least his little gets it on top of the donkey. Hakamakam tsar balichaim, a place where there's anguishing animal. The animal is packing chametz, so better stachas masah, and it's crouching underneath its load. The mitzvah frog, it's a mitzvah to remove the cargo. Mukhiyavli frog, you have to remove it. Came change, but the mitzvah say the raisa, the mitzvah. We're not concerned that the non-Jew will be grateful to him. It's like a case where it's not possible, but you're not mechaving to do it, and that's mutter. Not possible to avoid it, but you don't have in mind to do it for the important reasons, and that's okay.